Emmett, we have launched the full-time football programme in Inver Park in association with the Steven Gerrard Academy. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what it involves?
Yeah, we're absolutely delighted with the partnership. It's been I was very fortunate to meet the guys 4 weeks ago, and it's been a very, very quick turnaround. We've been extremely impressed by the infrastructure in place at the club, and ourselves, our specialism in this case will be our academic pathway, our academic provision and our pathways. So over the last 12 years, which originated in Liverpool, we've been running the Level 3 Extended Diploma in Sport, the Pearson Edexcel one, the biggest exam board in the world, and that's the academic side that the young players and pupils are going to be studying. Our academic provision and pathways, we feel, are extremely unique and the best that there is, simply because of the academic support and the academic wraparound that the pupils are going to get, but also the pathways that they're going to get at the end. If the first team at Larne isn't available for them, they'll have 5 or 6 different exit points that we'll be streamlining everybody to. Over the last few months, we've had the brilliant collaboration with the Liverpool Football College in association with Steven Gerrard, and we are absolutely delighted that he's given his blessing to this programme, and we'll be all guns blazing for a September start.
And it's a full-time football programme for those sort of post-GCSE, those 16 and over. Can you tell us a little bit about what it will involve, kind of on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis for those students, those young players who will come and be involved?
Absolutely, yeah. Our 16 to 19 programme, primarily it'll be the young people who finish the GCSEs this year, but each year we also have some pupils that have potentially been out of education for a year, finished the GCSEs last year, or have done a year in sixth form and decided it's not for them, or in college and tech, and this course is obviously open to them as well. On a day-to-day basis, we specialise in a unit for generally it works out at 3 units per term, and they range from sports injuries to nutrition to practical team sports to fitness testing to fitness training. So every single aspect of sport really. And what we want to do for our young people is, if university is a pathway for them, whether it's here in Northern Ireland, in England or in America, that they can access any sports degree, whether it's sports science, sports studies, sports coaching, sport nutrition, PE teaching, and what we want to do is give them the foundation across every aspect of sport on a daily basis, so that they can access that at the end of the 2 years.
And there's that twin track approach in terms of the academic work that they'll complete in a classroom environment, but with tutors, and then also plenty of pitch time, those elements that maybe the other players of their age miss out on, that they get a lot of contact time, they get a lot of time on the pitch with good quality coaching as well.
Absolutely, and that's where this is so unique. It's the only programme of its type available at the moment, where they're training as a team in the afternoon, and they're studying and being in class as a team in the morning. From the minute they walk in the morning till the minute they leave, whether it's in the pitch or the classroom, they're here as a team. And we feel that the contact time that they're going to get in the pitch will fundamentally improve them as players. There's absolutely no doubt. So at the end of the 2-year course, whether it's moving forward into the first team and potentially studying an online degree, or if they're going down the American playing and studying route, that they're well prepared both academically and playing wise. And we feel that the academic provision in place, which ironically is the exact same academic provision that every single professional club in the UK put in, the Level 3 Extended Diploma, that the young people here at the club will be getting the same treatment as any other 16-year-old, whether at Liverpool, whether at Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Celtic or Rangers. And we feel that if it's good enough for those players there, it's good enough for the players at Larne.
And tell us how that link about Larne specifically came about with basing it at Larne Football Club.
How it came about was a gentleman, I think Terry Robinson, who's a friend of Tiernan, and he's the chief executive at Chorley Football Club. And we run the academic side at Chorley Football Club over in the northwest of England, and this is something that Tiernan's been passionate about for a couple of years, but couldn't find the right partner. And I spoke to Tiernan, and from then 4 weeks ago, it's moved extremely quickly, and we've been approached by many clubs, and we feel that this fit is just fantastic for us on an academic sense, on a personal sense, and an infrastructure sense, but most importantly for the pathways of the young people. If I say it once a year, I say it 100 times. If I could be 16 again and this program came in place, it's exactly what I would do. To be a full-time player, but also get be a full-time student, that when I'm in 2 years' time, I'll have six pathways upon completion. It's unique in so many ways.
And from the football club's point of view, obviously the aim is to try to grow our own players, and it gives an opportunity for the first team coaches and the academy director to see young players up close and maybe try to integrate some of them into the first team squad as well. So it's a real opportunity there.
Absolutely, and what we'll be finding, on some mornings when the first team, if they're doing shape and they need 11v11 and there are a couple of players injured, that the pupils, that the full-time academy pupils will be going straight in onto the first team, to expose them then at 16 and 17 years of age, to give them a taste what it is, what first team football is like. Also knowing that while you're getting a taste of first team football, that you've got an academic background behind you, that if in 2 to 3 years time, if you feel that football isn't for you and you want to go a different pathway, that you've got all these pathways, because what you're going to complete in the 2 years, and that contact time both in the pitch and the classroom is just going to give these young people the best pathways and future that there is possible for them at 18.
And just finally, it's with a view of a September start this year, so how can people express an interest or go further if they want to find out more or make an application?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be launching in September. I say it's been a very, very quick turnaround, but it's just due to the infrastructure at the club, and we're absolutely delighted that the Liverpool Football College, in association with Steven, give the go-ahead for this to start with this September. We're over the moon with that, and there will be an application process which will be going live with the launch, where there's an email address that you will email into, but also there'll be a mobile number that you'll be able to call as well, with an online or a phone call application that will then turn into a one-to-one meeting to give you as much information as possible on the course and the pathways. This will be followed up then by a group meeting, and on GCSE results, in around the time of GCSE results day, we'll be having a final meeting in preparation for a September start. The year will fall in with the normal academic year starting in September. So keep an eye out over the next couple of days for the official release of the email address and the contact details. And if it's something that interests young people, please get in touch and we'll get the ball rolling.
That's super, Emmett. Thank you.